Hi. So I want to talk about work-life balance and how that affects you mentally and physically as well. So, okay, let me start off by saying I let go of one of my jobs just because it was a lot on me to do both at the same time. Like I had a full-time job plus a part-time job, and I let go of the part-time job as a children's director at a church. But I still go to the church. I still see the kids. I still have, that relationship with the parents and stuff like that. But I let go of the workload of being the children's director. So now I have my full-time job as a counseling support worker, which is case management. And I have a caseload of 18 right now. I did have a caseload of 24, but some clients fall out of the program because they're not compliant. It's a long story. But anywho, it's a challenging job because you deal with all sorts of different personalities and crises situations. So, crises situations can be they need housing, they need job opportunities, they need help with transportation, they need food for their household. It's a lot to manage and help them navigate through life. And I can't always, I can only do so much in my job with me being one person, and all I can do is give resources. But sometimes, people want you to hold their hand, which, and, cases I do. Like, we'll go get the housing applications together, then I help them fill out the application, and then, we'll turn it in. So the job is a lot of pressure, and it's a lot of driving too. I have to do a lot of driving for my job, but I love what I do. I love all of my clients, and we have a special bond. So I try not to take on the burden of my job home with me, but it's very difficult because I'm always on call. If a client has a crisis, or if they just want to talk about something, then I have to be ready and I have to answer my phone. So I also call every week. I call them every week. I see them once a month in person, or if they need something more than once a month in person, then I'm available for them. And it also can be draining at times because, people are telling you all the bad things in their life and everything bad that's happening to them. So it could be draining with me pouring in, speaking life into their situation, trying to motivate them, trying to inspire them, or, just trying to help them work through some issues. Like sometimes I read books with my clients, self-help books, and we'll go through different things like self-reflection, self-awareness, rejection. A lot of my clients deal with that. So we'll read about, what it means to be rejected, and why we feel the way we feel when we experience rejection, and how to overcome it. And also, boundaries. I'm going over a book with another client about boundaries with family members, boundaries within their self, knowing when to say no, knowing when to say yes. So I do a lot of self-help. I do a lot of reading with those clients that enjoy that. And also I do talk therapy with the clients who don't want to read, a book or something, and they just want to talk to you. So I do that. And then some clients really want advice. So I give them advice, and we work through what they're feeling, what they're going through. So yeah, I have to do that on top of me navigating my own life, because this is the first time I'm living. You know what I mean? Like this is my first day out here today, living today, right now. And also I'm learning life along the way of my journey. So all I can do is share what I know, what I'm learning, and provide a shoulder for that person. Some situations I've been through as well, such as getting kicked out of apartments, totaling my car, being in a domestic violence relationship, um, just a string of things, bad things that has happened to me that I had to go through and I had to navigate through. Like there was a time when I didn't know where I was going to live. There was a time when I didn't have any transportation. There was a time when I really needed a shoulder to talk to cry on. I needed a lot. I I try to be understanding, and I never judge anyone because you never know what they're going through mentally or physically, emotionally. It's very hard. I'm a person who likes to come up with a plan for my life and write it down. So I try to do that with my clients. I do treatment planning, I do goal setting, and I just try to write things down for them, like down to even their budget planning things, because I have some clients who they don't know how to budget. They get a certain amount of money every month, but they may not be able to pay their rent that month. And then we have to go down a line of like, okay, what did you buy? How much was it? What can we do different next month? And then I try to include God into my work. Not everybody wants to hear about God, so I usually just wait for the door to open concerning that. Like I'll wait for clients to talk about God or to say something spiritual, and then that's when I can be there for them in a spiritual way. And I'm pretty open with my religion with my clients too. So I try to like open that door a little bit by, saying, "Oh, I went to church," or yeah, at the time at the time when I was a children's ministry director, I would make that known that I work at a church also. But now, since I don't have that job, I still make it a point to include my religion by saying like I go to church. For the most part, I go to church every Sunday, and the messages that I get from the preacher or scriptures that I get from church, I use it in my everyday life. So I try to talk about the Bible and those scriptures with my clients as well, the ones that want to hear it. So yeah, that's a little bit of what I do in my job as a counseling support worker. And if you guys want a part two, let me know. If you guys want to hear different things that goes on in case management, or if you guys need any help with a plan for your life, write it in the comments and I'll be sure to try to respond as quickly as possible. So look at your success, process, and stay blessed. And I will talk to you guys another day.